live first. Oh, that's because you pressed the button first.
I didn't press anything.
Yes,
I did nothing.
You always press everything.
So much light.
If I think
Look at yours.
I have
So light up.
This is so
Crazy.
funny.
Wait.
Touch the screen. It's really funny.
There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, that's better. Yeah. Yeah.
There you goes.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's we're under control. It's okay.
Are we all alright?
Okay.
Is anybody even
Not much
watching?
better.
Yours
Look.
is wonky. No,
Are we all
it's
by
not.
ourselves?
This needs to. No, yours is wonky.
Wonky.
Wonky. Can't have wonky. There we
Wonky?
go.
We don't like wonky.
There we go.
That's
That's
good.
better.
Whoa! We already had one incident like that tonight.
We've already spilled a substantial amount of wine on the floor.
Smashed it.
Smashed it very
To
dramatically.
the tune of cutting
But
crew.
you could just ask for another glass that you don't necessarily.
No. Well, we definitely can't tell the lingerie story yet. We should wait till more people get on.
No.
Oh my god, there's already 17. Okay, Mark
What's
Evans,
up?
what's
What's
up?
up?
Vidya, who else is that? We have too many stories. I'm pretty certain we can't fit all the stories into one live stream.
It's gonna be a lot of stories.
We'll
There's
try.
also a lot of pillows.
Let's
Warm
warm
it
it
up.
up with the pillows first. Let's warm it up.
Wait, no, hang on. Uh-oh, we've got the pillow police coming in. oh, okay, thank you so much. This is, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're in the pillow world right now.
Well, my pillow's not going to be perfect.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright, I think
Okay, we're okay.
We're ready.
we're okay.
What would you like to talk about?
And now yours is really white.
Oh, what happened, Kat?
We've got 3 live streams going at once, guys, and so we're just working out.
Well, we have important business
Yeah, we
things
do.
to talk about. We could talk about all sorts of things to do with making all sorts of money, but I don't know. I don't know.
No, we're good. I don't know. What do you think?
Should we tell the lingerie story?
I feel like we need to.
Ridiculous.
No, but we have to tell the context because it was a very. We should share this here. No, it's actually an amazing story.
What's up, Julie Ashby?
I feel like this is like a pointer. Like, I feel like we're going to need some love if you guys do want to hear the lingerie story. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, these pillows. Thank you. Now we're complete now.
Now we're ready for the
Complete.
lingerie story, right?
Now we're complete. No, okay, we're
It's
not
really-
complete. We need blankets.
You know how hot I am right now, right?
He is. He's like overheating.
So hot right now. We're actually here to be serious. We have something
Very
very
serious.
important to say. You guys need to stop fucking around.
I think we need love before we tell the lingerie
Can
story.
we
I mean,
please have some amen love heart?
No, if there's
guys have-
hey,
Is
we
there
got the
some love for us? Yeah?
You guys
You
know
wanna
about
hear a
the
good
amen
story?
love
I
heart, right?
don't think I do.
Do you know about the amens?
The amen? No?
Here come the amens. Come on, guys, give me the amens.
Okay.
These guys are
We
not
need to
quite
share.
down on the
No, I know what
amens.
you're talking about
These
at
are
all.
the amens.
Oh, look.
So
I
when
got
the
them
amens
changed.
too, but I don't know what they
So
mean.
when I'm preaching and I'm totally like in preacher mode when I'm live streaming, I'm like, can I get an amen? And because I turn quite southern.
yeah.
And then see my gang know, they know that when I ask for an amen, it means give me love hearts because I can't hear them saying amen. So I just want to see the love hearts coming
Oh,
across the
they're
screen.
beautiful amens. I love that.
It was actually a really powerful. I don't know what that story was. The lingerie story.
No, it
is it
started-
a soulmate manifestation story?
Yes.
Who would like to manifest their soulmate? Can we see an amen? Please on all live streams.
Give us some hearts if you want to
If you would like
manifest
to
your
manifest your
soulmate
soulmate.
right now,
Right, you can
please.
swipe
Right.
Right now.
Now.
You can do
Right
it
now.
right now.
Really big promise. And we're going to do our best.
Why am I the only
Are we
one
going
that
to
has
have to
one?
show our lingerie? No, not really. Alright.
There we go.
Amen, amen. Amen means love
I don't
hearts.
even remember where that story started
Oh
though.
my
I just remember
goodness.
the end point around the lingerie.
Okay, so we were talking about. Okay, we can't tell all the parts of the story.
I
We legitimately
remember.
can't. But we were talking about.
Legitimately can't because I don't remember.
legitimately can't. Because
All the similarities,
about how Regan's
Every
my
level.
soulmate,
Oh yes,
And-
that's right.
every area.
except we don't have sex.
That's true.
Just to be clear.
Just to be clear, public service announcement.
Well, we were just talking about how we are total soulmates, and I don't know.
That's right.
And then what did you say? You said, I bet.
No, but wait.
No,
Then we
no.
said,
He can
oh,
tell this better. No,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
you're
and,
leaving out
and
detail.
in that moment, this is very important that you got proposed
in the same place, both of you together.
Oh,
We
that's
just found
right.
out that specific detail
Okay,
in the
can we
same
just
Tell us the
clarify?
place.
backstory here.
It's not a recent proposal. Nobody's been proposed to recently.
No. It just
No,
all
Get
stuff.
excited.
No.
Calm down. Just calm down. It was a proposal from all. Okay, somebody's like, oh my god!
Congratulations! Both of you.
So Regan and I were proposed to
Once upon a time.
by separate men.
At
separate times.
Not me. What?
How rude! But this is going back a ways. But it was in the same place, and we just clued. Okay, if you know us, you already know that we're the same person. We don't need to explain
Right.
that. But we did know this about each other, but we'd not known it, that we were both proposed to in the same place.
Right.
We were like, oh shit.
We just
of
found it out.
course.
We just found it. And that's
Another
like,
thing,
of
of
course.
course. And
One
then,
more in the list.
And we were kind of recapping like all the things. It's like, oh yeah, we do this together and we both think about that at the same time. We do this the same day. Like, there's a lot of similarities.
And
So
after
we're
an
kind of
hour of them saying all their similarities, I was just in awe. Chocolate
We
time.
said we would talk about chocolate.
yeah, I just realised that it says chocolate on the live stream and there's
Well-
no chocolate yet, so we should interrupt this story for a Gillian
I
break.
feel like we should all be sponsored by Gillian because I'm the first to tell people these are like orgasm chocolates.
If you're
Especially
allergic
at
to
10 p.m.
what time is it even? I have no idea.
No time, no space.
This
But
plus wine.
Alright, cool.
equals
Well,
Yeah.
okay, carry on with it.
Obviously.
Okay.
breaking all the spiritual rules, right?
We have our chocolate, we're ready for the story. Continue.
So after 1 hour of listening, completely present to them, each like just in awe of this
Really
amazing
enjoying
connection,
the conversation.
really enjoying it, best ever. Same as this chocolate. I asked them, I bet you're so connected and so in tune that you are wearing the same underwear. I can bet that right now.
And we were like,
No.
They look at each other. Oh,
no,
never.
no.
I knew it.
No, because I'm wearing really random underwear that I would never wear normally during the day. I'm wearing black lacy Victoria's Secret underwear.
And then I was like, what?
And that's exactly what Regan wears like once every 3 months, maybe. Exactly
It
those
was a
ones.
totally random one.
Random.
Uh-huh.
And
And
then she
boom.
pulled out her underwear, and I pulled out my underwear, and we sat there and we continued to eat our baked fish and salad.
And right after that, I got a little gift of the show of the underwear because I guessed what was happening. So that was a little gift for me.
You don't understand how next level ridiculous this was. I feel like we're not emphasizing the
I
amazing
know,
of the
yeah.
story.
It was actually amazing. But I just don't feel like they're really getting it.
I feel like
Someone's getting it. One person.
look,
Oh,
we-
thanks.
my team are like, you guys are hilarious. Thank you. We appreciate it. We love you. All right.
I do love you.
Hello to everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Well,
There you go. There's some hearts. I can see them. Are you getting us? What synchronicity is? What connection from the soul is? Are
but
you
it was just bizarre because I never wear those underwear, and you never wear those underwear.
No.
And I know this might seem quite shocking information for you to hear, but Regan and I don't, in fact, WhatsApp each other in the morning to check that we're wearing the same underwear.
Of course.
We do not.
Not anymore.
We
anyway.
Maybe we should.
From now on,
Even though we're in the same house all week, we've not been having an underwear meeting in the morning. It was just pure random. I feel like that's probably a little crack in our friendship that we don't have underwear meetings in the morning.
I think we need to change that.
Yeah.
But then again, we don't because we just manifest.
Well, we
wearing
just
the
know
same-
automatically,
It's just automatic. We don't even need to do
And I
the
mean,
work.
really,
It's
if you're
nice.
not wearing the same underwear, then can you even call yourself a friend?
Right.
I don't know.
So I feel like you all need to look at your friendships right now, all of your relationships, and if the underwear is not matching up, there is something fucking out of alignment. Very simple. Being serious.
Well, it sounds like we're ridiculous and we're drinking and well, we might be drinking, but
Not
we
drinking.
might also be ridiculous. We won't argue that point, but it's also completely.
true.
Thank you.
And I'm the witness. I haven't been drinking as them. I'm the witness.
Excuse me, you haven't been drinking. Your wine is right there. You just decided to throw it all over the house. That's why you haven't been drinking.
Well, that was Nathan.
I punished myself because I spilled my wine.
Smashed it all over the floor.
And I didn't want to exaggerate because tomorrow we start our 5-day super activation purpose.
Ooh.
So I'm very present for that.
Good. Okay.
In celebration.
Can I ask you an important question?
Me.
I'll ask the room. I'll ask the room. What would you say is the most powerful, energetic revelation that you've encountered this week?
This week.
What pops to mind straight away? What is the answer you already know?
Well, automatically I get lingerie, wine, and chocolate. But if I look
did that.
beyond that,
That's old news.
biggest energetic. What realization shift?
Or
Shift.
realization. What did I say? We'll go with either way. Whatever pops to mind for you.
What's your one?
Well, there's one that happened with Regan that I can't share in public right now.
Okay, that's helpful.
Right?
Perfect for a public live
we're
stream.
talking about lingerie, but
Everybody's very thankful for that.
but I want to share just this amazing connection I felt between the three of
I
us,
feel like
and
Yes.
and how, for example, Kat, this amazing goddess right here, so much fun we've been having, and just how deeply I've been feeling you since I met you, like physically, because through computer and whatever is never the same, but for me just the synergy that happened since we came into your house, it's been like 5 days or something, and just this connection of depth, like instantaneous, and we just go into this like deep conversation, deep connection. We don't even have to talk. It's beautiful. I just love this. It's not that easy to have that in your life, so I am so grateful for that. It's crazy.
But it's kind of was a big deal last meeting as well, because Regan is like the other half of my soul.
Yeah.
and then you guys are soulmates. And we hadn't met yet in real life until
It's really
this
weird.
week.
I was
So
like, how
it's a
is
pretty
that
big
even
deal
possible?
actually to me.
It could have been war,
Could have been terrible.
or the best ever.
Big drama.
Yes.
Big Kardashian.
Competition.
Pulled by one from the
Rival.
other.
Yes, she's mine. No, she's mine.
Oh my god.
No, it was just
It
That
was
was
just
pure love.
Wasn't good at all.
Yes.
It was total flow from the moment.
Just melting.
It's just total. The energy in this house has been amazing since these two have been here. I mean, I like to think the energy was totally fine already. Just with me and the kids in my own house.
Right. Oh my gosh.
But no, honestly, it's just been an amazing, deep, beautiful energy, and I think it speaks so much for when you encounter people who in their lives are fully living into their soul purpose.
Yeah.
And it's been just absolute bliss and flow, and the conversations we've had. Like, I honestly went to bed, I don't know which night it was, 2 or 3 nights ago, and
Every
I
night.
was like, every night. Maybe it was after the first night, and I was like, my soul is fed
Yes.
in a complete way.
Yeah.
So
Which is
beautiful.
pretty rare.
It's so
It's
true.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's so true.
It's really
And then at 6 a.m. in the morning, we were woken up by her beautiful
By
children,
Batman.
dressed by Batman and all kinds of characters that would come in and just
Right.
bless us with their love,
So
because they're
cute.
amazing. So
Yeah.
much love and
Yeah.
innocence and purity. I love sharing with them.
No, it's so beautiful. And I shared with you the other night, it's been so amazing seeing you in this role as mother as well. Because obviously,
Yes.
like, our relationship started very much like business, purpose, money, and like we went really deep in that side of things. And I was kind of like, oh yeah, Kat has children. Like, it was almost an afterthought.
Well, you met them the first time we met.
Right,
But
of
yes,
course, from the
our
beginning.
connection was all about business. And,
Yeah. And it's been so beautiful to be in your family vibe as well. And I was sharing with Juanpa, I was like, oh my gosh, like I see how it works now. Like I see how it's so possible. Like I wasn't brought up with too much conditioning around like, hardcore purpose plus family equals bliss. And I didn't have that. And so I've seen that and I'm like, oh my God, it's possible. And he's like, I told you.
And the news for all of you, if you want to know something secret, is that Regan accepted that.
That what?
I wouldn't know what the news is.
What's the news?
What is she said?
We with you, she got really inspired when you were talking about children and about how possible it is to live into your purpose. And you can go deeper into your purpose.
Yes,
With children.
I just said that.
Yeah.
I know, but do you want to share with them the news?
I don't know what the news is.
Well, I sent her
Oh, what you
numerous
told me.
baby emojis just to drive her point home. Obsessively messaged her baby emojis.
You told me.
I just told you that.
No, you didn't. It was. Did you understand that? Did you understand what she's open now to do? Did you get it?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going to publicly commit to babies right now.
Okay. No, that's understandable. But the big shift you had.
Yeah, no, it was a big shift. It was. That's what I was just sharing. Like before, I was kind of like, oh, like definitely years ago, I was like, you can't do both. That's impossible. It's got to be one or the other.
Well, okay, let's be like last year at the start of the year, I remember specifically reading that we were at some hotel that you were staying at in South Beach, Miami. We were having espresso martinis, and you specifically said, "No way, I don't want children."
Oh yeah, that was true. I did say that.
Very specifically.
I did say
Very
that.
clear when I met her too.
Adamant. No way, don't want it, not an option, not for me. Except for obviously our twins who are allowed to get married.
Yes. It's actually the story.
It's actually the part. Okay, so here's the other part.
This is so funny.
Here's the other part of that story. No, but you really did say that. I remember sitting there having at that hotel.
I know, yeah, it's true.
We went when we saw Gran Cano,
Yeah.
and you were very much like kids, not an option. But weirdly, okay, this is going to make no sense now, but contradictions are part of life. Deal with it. So then the night before that, we were in an Uber from Miami Airport heading to our hotels, and I turned to Regan and I said, and it's the first time I ever asked this question, I said, oh, do you want to have kids one day? Is that something that you see for yourself? And I can't remember what your initial answer was. I think it was like, no, I don't think so. But then you said, but if I do, I'm going to have twins.
Yeah.
And I said, great, me too, I'm going to have twins. And she, I mean, I already have 2 children, but I'm like, I'm going to have 2 kids at some point, why not? And then, or I feel it as a download anyway. And then I said, a boy and a girl, what about you? She said, a boy and a girl. And then we said, you know, it was a lovely moment. And then she sat there, she went, yeah, but no, I said, and then they could marry each other. The boy and the girl could marry the boy and the girl.
Okay, because they get married.
No, but then Regan sat there and she said, but they can't because that's not legal. And I was like, why? But she said, because our kids can't marry each other. And I said, Regan, we're not actually blood related. And she was like, oh!
I literally thought we were literally blood related, and then I was like, Kat, that's illegal. They can't marry each other. Like, their kids would be messed up. Like,
We're not actually related by blood.
oh my
We're
god.
just soul sisters.
Are you guys having fun? They're very silent though.
Very silent.
That's not saying anything. Grace said, oh my god, I was wondering, my internet is slowed down. It's because of our badass energy.
Obviously.
Fair enough.
Hashtag
Oh.
obviously.
How is everybody doing here?
I don't know. I just feel like we have so many messages that we could share, but maybe we're just going to hang out and drink wine. I
Right.
don't know.
Right. I
We
feel
can't
like we
just
need
be-
more
we can't just
interaction.
be-
Well, if they're not too much into it, then what can you
Everyone's just been
say?
giggling a lot.
Hey, I'm giggling along. Oh, good. You're giggling good. Somebody's with us.
We're just
Thank
telling-
you.
we're just
Anybody
telling our own
else?
Stories. We have no relevance. Would you like us to riff about something for you? What is it? Just tell us.
Yeah.
We can go anywhere, anytime.
We're ready.
Right now, we're ready. We can go.
Ready to rock.
Tell us where to go. We'll take you there.
Anything you want to talk about?
It's an open forum. You actually have the chance right now to propose a topic. Don't propose a proposal.
Propose a proposal.
No one
Whoa.
proposed what?
That's very clever. Oh, somebody else. I am here. Kimberly. Oh,
Yay.
love you, Kimberly. Are you happy as us? Are you feeling it?
Well, we had an amazing dinner. We had an amazing week.
Yeah.
Had a beautiful time.
We're just having the best time ever.
So beautiful.
Someone doesn't give us a topic, I'm going to start selling this to you.
They do have kiss emojis. They've totally got kiss emojis.
Oh, there you go.
Grace, Kira's just hopping from one live stream to the other. What's going on?
She's
There's
checking
some
out.
hearts.
Which one is the best
Okay,
one.
Linda's just
Oh,
being
Jamie's
rude.
there. Hi.
Linda says, show us your
Early
lingerie.
AM here.
Should we prove the lingerie point?
Well, we can-
Not in a rude way.
Drinking lemon
No,
water
it's
while you
just-
guys
we can
have
pull it.
wine.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Oh,
We're not
so
like-
beautiful.
He's got
Enjoy
a hand
your
down my
lemon water
pants.
Yeah.
for sure.
Exactly.
And
the
get
same.
ready because we're starting soon, Jamie.
Did I take it off?
Hey, girls, what's happening? Hey, I disconnected for 30 seconds and look what's happening.
Same.
They're showing they had the same underwear.
So
If you came
You
late,
can't even see it.
They had
it's
the
true.
same-
Just have to take our word for it. It's the same.
Remembrance.
It's the same.
Ooh, Brandy wants us to talk about remembrance.
it's true.
Oh, remembrance.
Well, I suppose
There
we
you
have
go.
That's the topic.
You know, somebody said to us after we'd been friends for like 6 months or something, and we were, where were we? No, it was when we were at that horrible, ghastly event in Dallas. Remember that guy?
Say those things.
Así es, hermano, así es.
Nobody's gonna watch this.
Okay.
Just shush.
Okay,
Anyway.
the horrible ghastly event in
We're
Dallas.
fantastic, amazing.
That we got invited to speak at.
Nobody needs to discuss that.
But
But remember that guy came down and he was like totally like one of us, like a messenger, that young PT guy.
Yes.
And he came up to us downstairs and he was like, "You guys are sisters," and we were like, "Oh well, yeah, sort of like yeah, so yes."
It was like that. It was like, yes, and we're like, maybe.
And then we were like, "Oh, not technically, but obviously soul sisters." He's like, "Oh, you must have been friends since forever. How long have you been friends?" And we just looked at each other and we were like, "Since forever." I don't know how to answer that question.
Right.
Since always. But technically, maybe like 9 months.
Since the beginning
At the
of
time.
the beginning?
Or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Thanks for introducing your friends, says Melissa. I started following you both this week. You just started following this week. Oh my goodness.
You all
Get
need to
ready
follow
for the
everyone.
ride. Nice to
Yay.
Didn't even realise it was Regan, says Kira.
Hi, this is Regan right here. This is Regan's half head. This is Regan's pillow now.
Well, I feel like she's fairly recognisable.
That's so funny.
What else? I don't know. I feel like there's so much.
Well, we can
power
talk
that
about
could come
remembrance.
through.
We
Ooh,
can
go.
talk about remembrance,
Tell.
right?
Do tell.
Because I feel like there's a lot of people out there trying to learn a lot of shit when ultimately, like, it actually, the majority is about remembrance. Like,
Oh, we've had some rants this week.
yeah, we really should have actually put the live stream on for probably the rest of the day, every
Every
day.
day.
A few
Every day.
slightly
Yeah.
bitchy moments. Let's admit it.
Yes.
Well, just truthful. Just
Just
truthful.
honest, truthful,
Honest.
maybe a little bit bitchy,
And
but
fully beautiful.
Just a little bit.
real.
Well, Juanpa has the most beautiful way. I have to say, I've really enjoyed this week. on several occasions
Yes.
where he is, let's say, expressing discontent for a particular. And it's this 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 and getting, very flowy and expressive about it and powerful.
That's
and
who I
powerful.
am, yes.
And then, but it's beautiful and I love it. It's perfect.
Right?
It's so funny as well.
That's what it's all about. You express yourself, your humanity, right? You're touched, but then it's all perfect and you keep flowing, right? That's what it's all about.
You know, it's situation.
I know, I'm like trying to explain it, but I can't without
Without
like
having all the details.
referencing
You
it.
can't
It's
give
quite.
details.
Oh well.
I'm not
no,
giving any
actually,
details.
Not specifically. Well, okay, no, tell about remembrance. And authenticity, because we've had
Yes.
quite a solid conversation in this house throughout the week about
Multiple.
multiple
Yes.
multiple about authenticity
Mhm.
and lack thereof, and
Yes.
more authenticity, and
Mhm. Yeah.
what is your take?
Well, I just did actually in your beautiful space, we just did a Facebook Live this morning exactly on that. How when people are in their spiritual path or personal growth or whatever they want, they start to mask, because now I'm a coach, because now I'm a yoga teacher, because now I'm vegetarian, because now I'm blah blah blah. Calling yourself something, right? And you get out really of the path because you stop being yourself and your human side. So that is the real work, and you accept your shadow and your shit and your human side, and not get caught in it, transform it, actually see it, share it, and transform it. Learn to transform it, and it's energy that's transformed for your purpose. That's what it's all about. And many people are out of alignment because they're not accepting this part. So they're not really getting the energy, the core of the energy of transformation that comes from your gut. When you accept it, you face it, and you transform it.
It's true. And there's a whole lot of bullshit out there, because not only are people putting on masks, they're then like, wear my mask, and they're trying to force everyone else to wear their fucking mask.
Exactly. This is the
Which
way.
is not cool.
Exactly.
It's really not cool.
Scheme.
Like, stop it now.
It's the old stuff of the pyramid stuff, but it's regurgitated through the coaching industry.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it is. It's crazy.
And since you're a coach, now you have to act a certain way and say certain things and look in a certain, and it's not from there. That's not really touching people from the core, because you're not coming from your core. You want to touch people and help them, but you're not coming from your core. How can you do that? It's a mask.
Right, and this is where people give away all of their natural power and their God-given power, because they essentially go along to a course, or they go somewhere and they go, oh, this is amazing. Let me now teach this thing that I just learned for 5 days.
Right.
And let me now become a guru and a leader, instead of, hey, what about if you access the actual power that's inside of you?
Remembrance.
Yes.
Your God, your gifts, your true spirit, your core, your calling. And so not only are you out there masquerading, well, not you, obviously, but whoever it is, out there masquerading as
It's like on cue.
masquerading that you know, like, oh, now I'm an expert on this, now I'm teaching that, like a Jack in the Box fucking teaching everything all at once. Not only, I mean, I'm just gonna say it, that's embarrassing.
It is.
Everybody's embarrassed for you, and don't do that. But then to make it worse, you're totally not owning and accessing your own power when you do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you're looking externally for the answers, which is just crazy. And if you do that, you shut off like a good 95% of your power. And I see so many people do it. Yeah, or potentially, or no, you have a little bit of fake power, which is why people keep going. They're like, oh, I have some fake power, and they're like, oh, look at my fake power.
But then
and
who are you attracting with that?
Oh, more fake power people. Horrible.
It's all fake.
Horrible.
That's when we
Mess.
go.
Horrible, disgusting,
Massively
gross,
messy mess.
that should go down the sink.
Covered in poo. Just say it.
And that's exactly when we see people are not walking their talking that way, because you are.
And then it becomes
Underneath.
leading the blind, and telling the blind how to be blind.
And underneath, you're doing all this stuff that you are, it's totally against of what you're talking about, because you're so disconnected from truth, from authenticity, from who you really are.
And then, here's what happens.
Part 2.
Give us some heart for that.
Amen.
Amen.
Like the love police.
And, yes.
Love, please.
I want to be the love.
Okay, you can both be love police.
Okay, but here's... You think this is just like a joke?
We're not.
This is freaking serious.
It's true.
Not only are you regurgitating... Okay,
Yay.
not you necessarily, but a lot of people do this, and I guess it's just like a default thing, and maybe it's because you need somebody to tell you, hey, what's inside of you is real, own that shit. So actually this is about self-worth. This is just a self-worth issue where you feel like you need to regurgitate somebody else's stuff instead of claiming your own stuff. Well, it is a shitty mess, Lisa. Literally, as Regan said, a shitty mess.
Covered in shit.
Yes.
Exactly. So then you've got a regurgitation issue. Nobody likes regurgitated stuff. It's
Not nice.
Disgusting unless you're feeding a baby out of your own mouth, in which case it's necessary. But in coaching,
sure
it's
bird-
not
birds do
necessary. Mums do that.
No.
Wait
Oh,
for that. I used to chew
That's
up the
coming.
food and then feed it from my
Okay,
mouth
you're not
into
helping with the baby.
baby.
The baby situation. Just walk 10 steps backwards on the baby
It's
situation.
just practical.
He's like, shut up, don't tell her.
Actually,
Okay, she's thinking about the baby situation.
Actually, send her some baby emojis.
Oh, no.
Can you send some baby emojis, please, to like erase a little bit this situation right here.
And then, but also because your saliva as a mother actually breaks down the food in a particular way that's best for the DNA of your own baby.
Best ever.
Tip for mums, just as a bonus. And then, anyway, what were we talking about? So regurgitation is fine if you're a mother.
That's good.
Not fine if you're a coach, just regurgitating surface stuff that you learnt for 5 days.
Not cool.
Then, so that's the first problem.
The second emojis are new ones.
There you go.
Thank you. The second, the second problem is, well, then you're not owning your own power. Here's the third problem, and this is serious. Really? I'm not even trying to be funny.
Okay.
I can't help it.
Everybody gets serious.
I just am funny, even if I'm not trying to be.
No,
But
this is very serious.
you're gonna get fucking depressed. You're gonna get depressed. You're gonna binge eat or drink. You're gonna obsessively look through Facebook like you're looking for the meaning of life.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be down, down, down because you're not living your purpose.
Yeah.
And it's just a horrible, ghastly, vicious cycle.
It's kind of like just getting a huge knife and like stabbing it into your heart, like on repeat, like lots of times.
Totally.
Yes.
And then even if you're quite a disciplined person and you're like, but I'm doing the work, Kat, Regan, Juanpa, I am. I'm posting, I'm messaging, I'm trying to sell stuff, I'm creating content. But if it's all this surface stuff, you really legitimately can't walk around saying, why is it not working? Why aren't I making money? Because you're not owning what's inside of you. I mean, we're not making fun of you. I know, I did it. I went down.
We've all been through there because you feel you have to fit in a certain box to be somebody
Or
and
you
do
worried
something.
about doing right.
Yeah, it comes from a good intention. It's not a judgment.
We're not judging.
Yeah,
It
but
does
just know
come
you're not helping yourself and you're not helping the world by that.
choice.
The best way you can do is be authentic and real for where you're at.
You
That's
have to
it.
choose it. If you don't choose it, you'll stay in your unconscious shit, literally.
Yeah.
Or you can choose to play the other
Swirling
game.
around in the shit.
You can choose to come and sit on a
Well,
couch like this.
Today I was doing an
Lots of
interview
colours.
and the interviewing
And wine.
people
And
said
lingerie.
something interesting.
And chocolate.
Not about lingerie though.
Lingerie.
But they said that every high-level entrepreneur they've interviewed for their show has said the same thing that I just said, which was, because they asked me that question, like a lot of, you probably get asked all the time in interviews, which is kind of like, what's the one biggest thing that you want other people to know or understand?
Right.
And my answer is always something along the lines of just be you.
Exactly.
Like that's the thing I wish I had have
Just
known
be
or
you.
given myself permission from earlier.
Yes.
And they said every single high-level successful
Right.
entrepreneur they interview says the same thing.
I said that today
Be
in the interview.
you,
I said the
don't
stuff
go on.
inside of you is real. Listen to
Yeah.
that and act from that place. That's exactly what I said, word
Like,
for word.
ultimately, here's the deal. You can continue to make it really fucking hard on yourself and go through struggle city and try and replicate what other people are doing and think I have to shop this way in order to be accepted, approved, or to make money, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually when you get really fucking tired of that and of being broke, eventually if you have what it takes and you have staying power, then you'll finally give in and you'll be you and then you'll make money and then you'll sit on the fucking couch with us and the wine and the chocolates and
The orgasm chocolate.
and that can either be in like another 5 or 10 years from now if you enjoy pain and suffering, or you could just do it now. But I know for me, that's the biggest lesson I've learned.
Yes. And it's
Apart from
funny
this lesson
it's
that
funny
these are
you
the
bring
best
that out
chocolates.
because what I've seen a lot happening.
Serious now, not any chocolate. That's baby making chocolate.
Oh my god.
Somebody?
Okay.
Okay.
That's a
What
big
were you
comment.
saying? Because you were saying
I was
something.
saying something important, but the chocolate, I think,
Well,
I
chocolate
guess,
makes it better.
won the race.
Alright.
Oh, was
Um,
it a competition? No, I don't want it. I'm full.
Okay, so I have to eat it.
Eat it.
No, the meaning I got the other day is like just walking on the beach. I'm like, why do we envy and try to copy people? And yeah, good. One way to do it is you just copy somebody, try to be like them and replicate them and do the best you can and disconnect from yourself. But even worse is being stuck in envy and even sending them bad energy and wishing them to do bad, to not have, like feeling when they're not doing well, feeling good with that and nourishing yourself. And I was, why do we do that? Because I have felt it. I'm not saying I haven't. Like, of course we all have it.
Right.
But I'm like,
Totally.
that's just a sign that somebody's showing you who you are.
what's inside you.
You have that.
Exactly.
If somebody's
Mirror.
shining out there, that's the mirror for you. Why don't you accept it? Say yes to that, enjoy it, and let that person inspire you. Instead of sending her daggers to the heart and wishing her the worst.
Daggers to the heart.
Right? The worst, so the person fails and doesn't feel good, and then you're gonna feel good inside.
Right.
Who's gonna feel good inside? Your ego, your fucking ego, that's gonna be drained and totally feeling disconnected more and more from your soul because you're not coming from a place of truth.
It's true. It's
So
so
that's-
true.
yeah.
If you're triggered by someone, it's simply highlighting
mirror.
something within you.
Yeah.
Something, if you're envious, it's something within you that you're not acknowledging and you're not shining light on and you're not acting from. And same thing if you're triggered in like a, oh, this person's so bad
Negative
kind of
way.
way. It's
Yeah,
like, well, that's
same
because
thing.
it's in you too, right?
Same
And
thing.
you're not healing those parts of yourself. You're not living into those places and helping them evolve, basically, right?
And it's so easy to put it always out there, right? The others are the fault. They are
So
this
easy.
and they do that, instead of saying, oh my God, that's my reflection.
Right.
Why am I feeling this? Why am I calling this into my life? Then there's where you start being the protagonist, the responsible of whatever you're attracting around you and whatever you're feeling.
Totally. 100%.
Right?
And that's one of the greatest growth lessons, I think, for all of us, because I know I used to get triggered
Same.
as fuck
Oh.
by people, and then I would get kind of bitchy or randy about it, all up on my high horse.
Really?
Never.
Never. Neither of us.
If bitchiness is necessary, then
course.
it's fucking
Of
necessary.
course.
But where did I lose my focus?
No,
You
you used to get
You
triggered.
used to
Yeah.
do that?
Well, no, okay, I still get bitchy and randy, but I used to get. Here's what I've noticed. It's like Shakespeare said.
Oh.
Everyone write this down.
Okay.
Everyone
We're
write
getting
this
serious
down.
here.
Pen and paper.
Shakespeare.
Write it down.
It's that,
Quote
you know
marks.
that Shakespeare quote, which is something like, "Methinks the lady doth protesteth too much." Like when somebody's really being defensive and really protesting a lot.
Yeah.
I love the idea. When somebody's really being defensive and protesting a lot, like, oh, and I can't believe that she
Yeah.
said this. And
Right.
That's like
Yeah.
all your shit, right?
Exactly.
And
Yes.
like it took a while for me to acknowledge that. And then
Yeah.
I notice now that when people really trigger me, I'm straight away like,
Break.
okay,
Yeah.
what am I actually needing to tune into and listening to for myself
Exactly.
now?
Yes. Yes.
And I might still rant about it anyway, but
Yeah,
I'll
and
process
that's the
it.
human side,
right.
right? But instead of like putting it out there and trying to kill somebody outside, right? And-
Link's not good.
right? Burn them with your fire. We take it in and breathe
With
it
the
in.
Nerf gun.
I know, I was trying to
Oh,
think of what you
yes.
said just then. Kat said something, she said the best quote, I've forgotten, something along the lines to Nathan of, please put the gun down, honey, shooting people isn't a good habit. Something like that. Something like that.
And pointing guns at people is not a good habit. That's not a
That was a good
She
lesson.
looked at me and she's like, it's really not a good habit, is it?
You guys are the one that bought him a new gun.
I know, it's true. Uh-oh.
And
That was the lesson of the
I was
day.
arguing, I was like,
Next
don't,
level gun.
seriously, I said, let's not buy Kat's children any more guns.
Or just
I know, and he was like, no, but he will love the gun.
He
I was
would
like,
love it. It was the
does
best
love
gift
it.
ever. He has
He
already 6
loves
guns. Come on,
He
like 2
loves
more.
It's a Nerf gun.
I know
It's
what
not
I
gone.
I don't
Well,
know why.
Nathan was my 3-year-old was so excited to get this new gun with
Yeah.
the
He was excited.
bizarre, slightly Hanukkah-ish lineup.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's a Hanukkah candle that we're shooting at. But then Alyssa, my 7-year-old, who regularly gets, the guns directed at her, just looked at Nathan unwrapping the gift of the new Nerf gun or whatever it is, and she looked at Regan and at me with this expression like,
Really?
really?
You got him
bought him another gun?
So funny.
But-
Fine, it's good for her growth.
Yeah, we didn't get it for the gun. We got it for the whole like Hanukkah thing that he can shoot.
The Hanukkah shoot.
So the whole lesson was stop shooting people and shoot now the like not the Hanukkah, but but shoot the balls that are there. It's pretty cool
I'm
actually.
just going to show you.
I think
'cause
we
it's very
need it.
good.
Show you this is confusing. Yeah, we don't want misinterpretations. It's nothing religious. Okay, we're not against anybody.
And we're just talking about a gift for a 3-year-old.
Yes, it's a 3-year-old.
Here
Okay.
it is. Here it
So
is.
ta-da!
There's
This
the
is
gun,
it.
and then there's these little
That's what we're
balls.
talking
The little balls that go here.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is it a Hanukkah candle?
And you didn't see the most cool that I now remember we
Yeah,
didn't do.
as I said to Regan, who was this gift actually for?
Right.
It was for me.
Look how he's so happy.
I enjoyed
You're on
it.
your live stream with your gift.
Yes, I was the
I
one
have
that
the
enjoyed
photos
it
to
the
prove
most. I have a son too. He's 12 years old, and it reminded me of my game and my little son and my little child I have inside. So yeah, that's true. But you know what's the
But
best
anyway.
ever is that you put some batteries here that we didn't buy. Of course, you give a child a gift without batteries. How good is that? Well, this has a timer. So at certain point you gotta hit the center, and if you hit the center, all the balls will explode and you'll win the game. It's the best
about who this gift was for.
ever. We just didn't get the batteries, but wait.
batteries.
We
You
had
do?
batteries. We had
Oh,
batteries
let's
in
do it.
Alyssa's present.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Let's
then
do it now, right after the live stream.
Yeah, let's do it now.
It doesn't matter. The kids are asleep.
The kids are upstairs sleeping, but we're going to do it.
Just to try that it works.
Just to test it.
Just to test it. But you know, the best is that the music that it awakens, the music that this has is gonna kill Kat. So now she's laughing, but wait in a week, she'll tell you what happened with the toy.
How did you even know it had music and all these functions? But you really looked at this.
It's got really nice
So I
music.
love how we were talking about spirituality.
There's some hearts right there.
And now we're like, and it lights up. And there's a timer.
Oh my gosh,
Alright,
so
okay.
funny.
I think we should just go.
I think we
Really?
should leave.
I don't see it.
He's like, I'm not done with this.
I think I'm gonna go play with my new toy right now, everybody. So thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure that's what's going to happen.
Really accurate.
No, that's not true.
Really?
Save it for Nathan.
Are you gonna use
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Nathan.
Lovely.
It has to look valid. But it
Yeah,
has to look
I'm
real
grown
children.
up. I
He
don't
was
play
so
like that
excited
anymore.
though. The kids were so excited with their
Yeah,
gifts.
so sweet.
Alyssa got given
Fun.
badass gangster gold headphones.
She's so cute. She's like, these are gangster ones. I'm like, yeah. She's like, because I'm a gangster.
Then she
Yeah.
proceeded to perform around the living room.
She did. If you go to our Snapchats, all three of us, you will see her performing.
Yes, she was the artist of the night.
She was.
Ooh,
The featured
I
artist.
got a Louis Vuitton bracelet.
Oh, yes, she did.
I took a photo of that. You might see it later.
Yay! So much fun. So much fun.
I think people are not interested in what we're talking
think we
anymore.
are.
I'm very
I think,
interested.
I think we're just talking for ourselves, you know? You remember we were in a live stream, like we're supposed to be sharing something. Like,
I think we shared the bulk of
We
what
shared a
needed to
lot.
be
We
shared.
talked
Yeah.
about chocolate. We talked about
Yeah.
wine. We talked about
We've really
lingerie.
Can you feel how high the
No.
temperature is?
it's me, babe.
It's you. It's like
I'm
there's like
thirsty.
steam coming off you. I
I'm
don't know why.
thirsty.
Why?
It's genuinely really hot on this couch. I'm like starting to sweat. Okay, that's it.
I think we lost the guy. We got 2 people watching, 2 people.
Don't forget.
It's
Life is now. So press play.
And you're absolutely have it all.
Yes!
Bye.
We love you anyway. Bye-bye.
This is a lot. Turn off.
We'll see you soon. Remember, the 5-day activation starts soon. Bye-bye.